Yo.
What it do? This is Ting Tang Master. That's
Baloo.
Baloo. And we got the homeboy, Kim Jolie. Say, what up, dog?
Yo, what up? Kinjo Lee over here.
That's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know you guys, we messed up on the videos, man. We haven't done one in like a week or so.
Sorry, guys.
So yeah, it's been like a hectic week.
Crazy.
But I guarantee you that we're gonna have at least, we got this video coming out, one more video, a review on Batman Arkham City, and definitely a Battlefield 3 review when that comes out this week. So this is Mayhem Radio, and today's discussion, we're gonna start out with our top 5 superhero movies that we like.
Top 5.
For now, you know, there's gonna be a lot more coming out, so let's do what we do and let's start this. Alright, we're gonna go, Beluski, why don't you go first, homie?
Alright, so yeah, number 5 is the Incredible Hulk.
Alright, so tell me why you digging on that.
Aw, man, to have that kind of strength is fucking amazing. Excuse my language. But yeah, I mean, except the whole green color, but other than that, I mean, he kicks ass. The storyline is really good. I like all the action that's in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Bruce Banner, that's a tight movie right there. So,
the special effects were really great.
Yeah, which one are you talking about? You talking about both of them, or you like the second one?
I'm talking about all of them.
Okay, so,
yeah,
alright,
actually,
yeah.
I like the whole series with that.
Alright, that's cool. Did you ever watch the show, by the way? Back in the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was tight. Lou Ferrigno. Whatever. But, alright, Kim Jolie, why don't you start out with your number 5, homie?
My number 5, I picked the movie 300.
Alright, so why you digging on that?
It's from the olden days, you know, as army, and I'm from the army, Spartans.
So you felt like you connected,
ground.
yeah.
They held their ground over there in the mountains against civilians and shit. Fucking arrows and shadowing the sun. That was crazy. Like fucking millions of arrows coming at you, shadowing the motherfucking sun.
And by the way,
how crazy is that shit, dog?
Yeah.
Like,
and
still surviving,
amazing,
and still down the fight, whatever, to the fucking death and shit. I don't know.
That was a good movie, yeah. By the way, my number 5 is also 300. So, basically everything he said. I mean, I love the cinematography. I love that comic book by Frank Miller. So, you know what I mean. It's a little different. It's not exactly how you know the historians predict. Say how the actual 300 event occurred, but it was still good. Gerard Butler did a good job, you know what I mean? That's the colors and the way they filmed it, and our arrows will blot out the sun, you know what I mean? They had all those crazy, they just had good, the dialogue was just insane, it's one of those manly movies, and everybody had 6 packs and shit like that. It was nuts. Whatever, but yeah, it was a good movie. Watch it, I suggest it. 300, man. All right, Mr. Number 4, Baloo.
Number 4 is The Punisher. It's the first one that came out. What year was that? 2000?
Well, that was in the first. The first one was in the 80s.
No, okay, so not the.
He's not talking about the Dolph Lundgren one. He's talking about the one after that. It was in the 2000, 2000, I think, 99 or whatever.
The guy fit the character really well. I forgot his name.
Yeah, but he was in Deep Blue Sea and The Mist and stuff like that. I remember, yeah. So why'd you choose that one other than the other ones?
Well, I choose this one because I actually like that character, or the guy that played the character. He's really good. And as far as the second movie, I didn't really have an interest in that character or that guy's part.
Why?
As the Punisher. I don't know. Maybe it's because the whole switch up.
Because you saw him originally.
Yeah, seeing him originally and then changing
sometimes
up
that
the
affects
main character.
Sometimes that affects people's perception of the movie. You know what I mean? I saw the Dolph Lundgren movie and I just thought Dolph Lundgren was horrible. I'm not saying that he's a horrible actor, but he shouldn't have been the Punisher. And the one you're talking about, I don't know why I don't know his name. I forget his name, but he was good. And then Ray Stevens I actually think the Ray Stevens one was better. But he actually looks like from the Punisher Max comic series. He actually looks like him. So for a comic standpoint, I was like, yeah, awesome. But anyway, that was a good one no matter what. I like that one too. Anyway, Kim Jolie, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Blade.
And what up with
Blade.
that?
I was like, these vampires, and the fucking one scene where they're at a like um a dance club and shit, and it started fucking raining blood and shit. They're
Oh yeah, that was a very memorable scene, dude. Yeah.
And I love the freaking song.
Yeah.
Blood is pumping or some shit.
Yeah.
That is a crazy song for that scene.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, that was a good movie. That was really one of the first movies that kind of started the whole comic book superhero movie, like that made decent money. You know what I mean? Even though people didn't even know that was a comic book, but you know, whatever. My number
Like
4. What's that? Go.
And like all the weapons that he had that he got to use
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
The swords. And
That was a good movie,
the
man.
old man fucking he made
Whisper
him and
or whatever.
shit, yeah.
Jasper, whatever his fucking name was.
Yeah,
Some shit
cool.
like that.
Yeah, you number 4. It's cool.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I just butchered that guy's name. Number 4. What is my number 4? Number 4 is we got Spider-Man 1 and 2. I guess I like both of them. I didn't care too much for 3, so they could have did a lot better. But Spider-Man was really the first one that really made it big. When Spider-Man came out, that shit hit the theaters. Everybody wanted to watch that shit.
Yeah.
And it made so much money. And Tobey Maguire, exquisite. That guy looks like Peter Parker. You know what I mean? You know, I could have, I would have, it would have been better if Kristen Dunst was not the Mary Jane, but she did okay, man. You know what I mean? And they, you know, obviously they had, you know, Green Goblin. William Dafoe was good, and you know, it was just a good first movie. The second movie was good. You know what I mean? You know, Dr. Octopus, one of the legendary bad guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just awesome. The way
yeah.
the way that he had the fucking mechanical arms, and you know what I mean?
They did a good job with that.
Yeah, it was better than how I ever saw Dr. Octopus in the comic books, because he just looks like a dork. But in that movie, he looked like a fearsome guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was my number 4, Spider-Man 1 and 2. Number 3, Baloo.
The original Batman with Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first and the second movie that came out with him. You know, he played the part perfect for that. And seeing all the new Batmans now kind of like made a mockery of his movies. I didn't really like them too much. I mean, they are good. Don't get me wrong.
Which one are you which ones are you talking about? You're talking about the ones in the 90s, right?
Yeah, the ones in the 90s.
The ones
the
with
newest
like
ones that are out. You know, it's like.
Wait, what do you mean the newest? You talking about the one with Christian Bale, or you talking about with the ones with Val Kilmer and George Clooney?
I think it's pretty much all of them.
Okay, you're about to get stumped on my shit, man. Cause you're nuts.
Well, I just like Michael Keaton. He did a good job in as far as acting the part out, and seeing the new movies or the newer movies past his day, just kind of didn't set it for me. I mean, I did like the movies, just not as much as Michael Keaton's ones.
Yeah, it must have been this a nostalgia thing, right? Yeah. All right, number 3 for you.
Number 3.
Kim Joe.
Incredible Hulk.
Oh, there's your Incredible Hulk. Obviously, the same reason the effects are awesome. And
No.
you didn't like the effects?
What that? No, just that. I want to say this one scene that I remember where he jumps off the helicopter and he plummets into the fucking ground road.
Yeah,
and he comes out, fucking beast and shit, ready to fucking, you know.
This thing, insinuates power. You know what I mean?
And that guy was he's super huge. The other guy was super like way huger, and he was taking the punches and he kept on fighting, man. You know, that scene was crazy. Like, he took the pain from that big guy, and
Yeah, that was a good scene right there. Yeah, no, that's
and
tough.
eventually he fucking defeated them big motherfucker. Supposedly he's supposed to be stronger than him and shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so and my number 3. What is my number 3? My number 3 is Sin City. Another Frank Miller, thing. And Sin City, amazing comic book. You know what I mean? You could just read that and be just fine. But when the movie came out, you know what I mean, slightly different here and there, but. You had 3 different stories. They're shown in black and white, but the obviously certain colors highlighted like yellow and red in there. But it was just I never really saw a movie that had that production value, and it was black and white like the way they did it. It was like a moving comic book, you know what I mean? And it was just awesome. I mean, you had an excellent cast. You had Bruce Willis, Yeah, Jessica Alba in there. You know what I'm saying? Brittany Murphy, Clive Owen was up in that motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? And Michael Madsen. So I mean, you just had so much good people in there. Oh yeah, and what's it? Mickey Rourke. You know what I mean? Mickey Rourke came back in that one. Mickey Rourke was a badass as Marv. You know what I'm saying? So Sin City, man. Check that out. Baloo, what is your number 2?
I think this was your number 4, but Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah. That's a type movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a type movie. I just don't have anything to say about it right now. Sorry.
Yeah, he's kind of running on fumes right now. But I mean, obviously, you like the same shit that I said. Basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, the effects are good and the story.
I don't
was
have
awesome.
anything bad to say about it.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's number 2. You just really enjoyed the movie when you saw it. So, what's your number 2, Kenjo?
My number 2, X-Men Origin Wolverine. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's up with that?
the way it just starts off. Run with
Wolverine.
me, brother, and then they're running, and they show them like they're all adults now in the fucking wars and shit.
Yeah, you just like the way it started was pretty awesome. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I feel you, baby. All right, so my number 2 is you know what? It's a tie. Because originally we did this as a top 15, and it'd be ridiculous because I didn't know the actual numbers of my 15 picks because we lost it. But this is a tie for my number 2. It's gonna be Batman 2, the one Michael Keaton was in it, and Selena Kyle, baby, Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, and fucking was that Danny DeVito as Penguin. I mean that guy fitted. That was like the bomb movie, and it was probably the best Batman that was ever made until whatever. But the other one that's gonna be tied with it is the first X-Men movie. Because I'm an X-Men fan, that movie was just amazing. To see Cyclops, to see Wolverine and all those guys. I have Wolverine tattooed on me. You know I have to like that movie, you know what I mean? X-Men is the shit, and so is Batman 2. Just like he likes Batman 1, you know what I mean? You gotta watch those first 2 because they were awesome, you know what I mean? You can watch the Adam West show too, but that's kind of a nutball right there.
Well,
but
that's really old.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so, alright, let's get to our numero uno. Balu.
The number 1 top pick for me is Iron Man. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I love his movies, man. He's the best in, so far, and I like it mainly because he's a one-man army. Freaking high-tech shit all over the place, you know? The movies that came out, I pretty much liked all of them. There's nothing that I have to say bad about any of them. The actors were good. The storyline was great. You know.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Robert Downey.
Yeah.
Robert Downey. He was a drunk, and Tony Stark is a drunk in his. The Iron Man character was a drunk in the comic books for a while, and it's so good to have somebody that has that kind of insight, even though it didn't really come out until the second movie. But Robert Downey Jr. can do no wrong at this point. Anytime he's in a movie, that shit goes like viral with that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to Iron Man 3, and I'm looking forward for Sherlock Holmes 2. It's coming out too, so check that out. What's your number 1? Numero uno, Kenjo.
Yeah, my number 1 scene is Baloo, Iron Man. Because me a different reason is for one he was making weapons for the military and shit, and he had his own lab in his freaking huge ass mansion and shit, and he was just doing it, man, making those weapons. His display that he had in the mountains, that was a crazy scene and shit. Just crazy ass movie, and then he made the suit. Fucking at the end, he actually designed it and perfected it and shit. Went through the fucking all the testings and shit. Testing and finally perfected the suit. Oh, that was a crazy ass movie.
That's a good movie. Yeah. You don't watch that now. But my number 1 is Batman Dark Knight, the last one, which was Heath Ledger was the Joker. Heath Ledger, the best Joker. I know Jack Nicholson was good, but Heath Ledger he took the title away from him, straight up. I mean, he did it the best. I mean, he insinuated Joker, the craziness, the way he looked. You know what I mean? Then you had Two-Face. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. They had it perfect. That was probably the best comic book movie in my eyes. And I'm a comic book guy, and I primarily read Marvel, but I gotta give it up to DC Comics on that one because that was this amazing movie, man. If you didn't like that movie, you're dumb, you're retarded. Get out of here. We don't like you. You're ugly. But that is the end of our discussion right there. That's the end of Mayhem Radio. Again, we would like to say that Battlefield 3 is coming on Tuesday. Check it out, and then Modern Warfare 3 is gonna come out in a couple of weeks after that.
Yeah.
Skyrim. And we're gonna have a review on Batman Arkham City. Ain't that right, Beluski?
Yep. Pretty
Right.
soon. We're gonna
Pretty
have
soon.
that.
So we'll have that on in a couple days or so or whatnot. And yeah. So until the next video, keep it real. Respect the shooter. Peace.